You are literally energy. You are frequency. You are spirit. Here temporarily in a body with a name and a personality. Most people think they are their body or their personality or what they do for work or your family, but you are eternal spirit energy that is frequency, that is vibrating in frequency. And when we tune into that frequency, that presence, that's when we can make shifts and changes, heal ourselves, feel at peace, in balance, manifest. When we recognize that we are God, inside us is God, inside our higher self, oversoul, whatever you want to call that. You are connected to your higher self, the highest energy, vibration, frequency that there is your higher self. So let's talk about your energy and your frequency. A lot of times people talk about in spirituality, positive thought. We need to have positive thought. That's true. Positive thought or paying attention to what you're thinking can shift your frequency, or saying affirmations. But I've had a lot of people tell me, I tried positive thought or affirmations and it didn't work. So I'm not doing it anymore. Okay. And it is positive thought, but it's where we are vibrating. So the positive thought, paying attention to thoughts, or the saying the affirmation, is to assist you in shifting your vibration, and it's cumulative. So, but when we sit in our energy, when we meditate, when we recognize our spirit, our consciousness, feel like this is the body, the physical body, okay? But your energy actually extends 2 or 3 feet around you. You are connected to the higher self through energy, vibration, or a cord going to the other side where your higher self is. You are also connected to the earth. You are grounded with much like what looks like an umbilical cord. If you could see the energy and the chakra of who the chakras, the chakras are your energy. That also, you have hundreds of chakras in your body. You have 7 major chakras in your body, and your chakras are holding states of consciousness or events or your relationships, your beliefs. So they are holding and governing certain states of consciousness and governing certain organs in your body. So you're more than the physical anatomy. Your aura goes out about 2 or 3 feet around you. Your mental aura goes out about 15 feet around you, and your spiritual aura goes out 25 or 30 feet around you. Did you know that? And it's vibrating in particles and waves. When I look at energy, I see the energy always moving. You are alive, you are frequency. And when your frequency, your spirit, leaves your body will cease to be here. So you are not your personality or your name or your job. You are not your body. Your higher self, who you are in all your lifetimes on Earth or other places as well, other states of consciousness and dimension, is who you really are. You're only here temporarily on Earth, and Earth is a school. And Earth is shifting and awakening. Most people have recognized, know that you've heard awakening or woke or something like that. The reason that we are waking up is so that we are no longer controlled by the lower energies that have been on this earth for millennia, and in other planets as well, that seek to control us. We are actually coming from a race of slavery. The reasons why we all speak different languages is kind of designed to divide us up, to pit us against each other. So if you have us fighting against each other, a house divided falls. Then who's in control? A lot of the mainstream media or the elite or the dark energies that want to control, enslave, manipulate are still very much doing that, even though we have laws where we have to get paid for our work in most countries. Most countries, slavery, or a lot of countries, slavery is illegal now. We still have government, or not even government, because who's controlling the government? Yeah, for entertainment purposes only. Okay. So some of the worst controllers that are in cahoots with all that is religion. Now, there is beautiful messages in religion, and the saints and the wise ones that have come here to teach us, Buddha, Kuan Yin, Yeshua, Mary Magdalena, Goddess Isis, Goddess Ishtar. There are many beautiful Vishnu, Hindu gods. So all these beings have come here with their original messages of harmony and healing and sharing and compassion and peace and unity. But religion, some religion, has taken those messages and turned them into fear, or pitted us against. There are even wars fighting. People are angry and they're fighting against each other and killing each other because they're not the same religion, or for land so you could get more, when the earth doesn't belong to any of us. We are her caretakers. The earth is a living being. So we understand if you're fighting a war to protect yourself, many leaders, but we are peaceful. We are meant to be peaceful. Many leaders in the world are working with these dark energies that we can't see. They're the Aryan beings that want us to believe that, you should be a victim, or you're not good enough, or you can't make it, or you have to be cruel to climb the success ladder and be successful, and that you should use your mind and get good grades. They don't really reward creativity. They don't reward positivity is seen as, oh, that's silly. You see how we're controlled to not be at peace. Now, next week, I'm going to do a video on the ancient teachings of Lemuria and how we can use that support to bring us back into harmony. But all these powers that control us, the big pharma, big insurance, big media, okay? The military war complex, they're making money. Then they have more money. Some of these people have more money than they could ever even use in 10 lifetimes. It's not about the money. It's about power and control. And we are taught to distract. We are so distracted with our technology and our phone and our, now weather emergencies and news flashing all the time about this and this crisis. And it's important for us to step back and recognize, because there are more of us than them, and we are waking up and realizing that that's the waking up, that we are sovereign, that God lives within us, that we are good enough, and that there's enough for everybody, and that we can share, and that we can be a planet that is in balance with the earth. And part of when you tune into your frequency and you own that, you understand who you are, is not just a body or your job title or how much money you have, which is all fine. If you want to have those, job title or money, that's fine. You can manifest that. But imagine a world where we could heal through frequency. Imagine a world where we treated each other with dignity and respect, where we had balance and peace. There's no reason that we can't have that here. And that's what the awakening and the shift is about, and understanding that you are spirit, you are energy. And when we tune into our frequency, we understand, like if you close your eyes or meditate and just feel like, where am I? Where is my energy? We spend a lot of time, a lot of us, trying to get out of our feelings or moving like little children. What feels good? Eating, sugar, drinking, taking pills, having romance or getting into arguments or over shopping or gambling, whatever are, having drama, being, and that's, don't judge yourself for that. But when we recognize, oh, I just am trying to survive the shame or the abuse or the programming that's been put upon us. And that when we recognize there really isn't anything wrong with us, we've just been infiltrated, we've been programmed. And that's why a lot of times we're not feeling good. And then we develop physical ailments. And then we're just, look at the amount of chemicals and toxins that are being dumped on people in the water, in the air, in the food, the junk food. And then we're addicted to the junk food. And that's really, people really don't like it when I tell them about that, but it's making us sick. We, especially America, are not a very healthy people. We should be living much longer than we do. We could be enjoying our family for decades and having, look at all the medication and the surgeries and the fighting over healthcare. And we need healthcare. I understand. Yeah, of course we need healthcare. We need to go to the doctor. That, I have great respect for nurses and doctors. But is it really helping you? I mean, we need to be able to tune in to ourselves and look at, like, am I comfort eating junk food? Am I taking, like, I've taken antidepressants and I never was not depressed. I was just medicated. It doesn't really heal us. Tuning into your frequency and having a life with meaning and purpose and joy and family and connection and community and that and understanding who we are, that's what heals us. And we may feel, well, that's too hard, I can't. Yes, you can. It doesn't matter what age you are. You do know that we have right now here free energy. We don't need, and where I live, it's called PG&E. We don't need the electric companies charging us the fossil fuels. Well, there's electric cars. We already have that. Why are we still using fossil fuel? And some countries, the air is orange or brown. If you look up in the sky where I live in California, and you would look into the hills, you would used to see bright, sunny landscapes. Now it's all foggy and gray. What is happening? We are being poisoned, and everybody just is too busy with their job because they raised the prices. So you got to work, 2, 3 jobs or be on, work extra hours or do extra more. And instead of working because we want to contribute, it's something we care about, which is how it should be, that everyone can find what they are best suited to do, what they want to contribute, and do that, or that we all share in maybe the things that are not as fun and exciting to do, but that everyone contributes somehow. And so there is free energy. It's already here. Why are we still stuck in this old paradigm? We are waking up. Why is this all happening? We are waking up. Why is the earth rebelling and flooding and fires? And because it's out of balance, because we have polluted the earth. And not, some people say, well, it's just, ice ages happen, the earth changes. Okay. It's connecting to our frequency of imbalance and out of it. The earth is directly responding to our energy and our frequency. And when we open our hearts and we come into balance, the oceans will purify. But people don't believe it's not science. Okay. All right. We need to look to the scientists to help us. We need to look to the weather people to forecast the weather. I understand that. We need to act as if we live in a 3D world because we have a physical body. Okay. I understand that. But we also need to understand that everything is being affected by our frequency and our energy. And do I have scientific proof of that? I'm an old soul. I'm coming from a place of intuition that isn't really valued in our culture and our world as much as hard facts, they would say. But I think the facts are on our side. I just, and I can't prove that to you, but I know that if you connect into your spirit and your frequency and you wake up, the earth shifts. We are going through an awakening. And how I tune into my positive thought, I notice the thoughts, the beliefs. That's why I love energy work. I do energy work. I help people to look at their thoughts and their beliefs and their karma and clear their aura, clear their chakras of what is no longer serving them. And that raises our frequency. And as we all raise our frequency, we are going to come into a world. We are going to come into, and we are coming into, and some people are already here. I am living in 5D most of the time, and it feels really good. People wonder, like, why are you happy? How are you doing when everybody is suffering? Because I understand that it's not real. It's all programming, and we're being controlled. And when we recognize that, then we bust the game. Can you imagine if there was frequency and energy healing medicine? If you could see someone's aura or feel their energy, and you would know, like, oh, that person isn't good for me to hang around, or I feel drained, or I feel controlled, or because a lot of people here are stuck in the old matrix. They're still in the game, or they try to become the game, and they try to let me be the controller of other people. So at least they have control over the people in their lot. So those are the people that will drain you, or that they're a victim and they're always sick or always healing something, or which I don't blame you. I don't fault you if you don't understand that you don't have to be a victim. You are lovable. You are good enough. You can do it. And understanding that and being in that energy vibration will start to heal you. A lot of times we go through, illness or feelings because we're purging. Right now we're purging from all the toxins, from all the negativity, from all the control. And so it's not your fault that this is happening, but we need to understand what's happening. Like, why is everybody getting a hip replacement or arthritis or having a heart attack or on high blood pressure medication? High blood pressure medication, you need to stay on your medication. I'm not a doctor. I can't tell you to don't get off your medication, but it doesn't fix the problem. I do herbs. I do meditation. That's what I do. But I don't want you to go get off your medication. I want you to wake up and understand that you can heal. You can heal yourself. That your frequency and your energy is who you are and why you are here. And that as a planet, even though it looks crazy and chaotic, we are healing. We are waking up. And if you've tried positive thoughts or affirmations and you feel like, well, it didn't work, we want to tune into your frequency. If you have a frequency that is depressed or angry or fearful, and you're feeling stressed, you're probably not going to be able to manifest health and happiness. And it isn't about judging yourself about not feeling good, but it is about being aware of our shadow side, our beliefs that keep us off balance or out of control or angry or fearful or fighting against, stop fighting against everything. Become the observer, get quiet, get silent. Tune into yourself. You are good enough. You are lovable. You can heal. You can do this. And we're all in this together. I hope that you have enjoyed my video. I'm going to put this out in my newsletter as well on my website. Sibyl, there's my name down here, Sibyl, spelled the old spelling, harmony.com. And you can sign up for my newsletter. I put these out on YouTube. Please let me know. I'm trying to get up to 17,000 subscribers. So if you could help me do that, I really would appreciate that. And share your comments about your awakening, your frequency, your spirit, your connecting. A lot of times when people go and start awakening, we start asking like, why am I here? Who am I? What's this all about anyway? We've already learned how to walk and talk and read and write and have a career or get married. We even get training for a driver's license, but nobody taught you who you are, about your frequency and your energy, because that is your power. Okay. And so, yeah, so it's time for us. We are waking up. That's why we're all going through this. When you're waking up, you might have symptoms of sleeplessness, digestive disorders, aches and pains. You might be detoxing off, something, toxins, or wanting to change your diet, or starting to set boundaries or more boundaries in relationships and realizing these people are really not, they're criticizing me, or they're being critical, or they're jealous, or they're competitive. We want to have people surrounding us that support us, that think we're the cat's pajama, that think we're amazing, that encourage us. That's the kind of people we want to be around. Better to be by ourselves and have that relationship with ourselves and our guides. You may need time alone. You may start thinking about, well, am I grounded? Who am I? Who was I in a past life? We may start seeing numbers. That's a sign that you're awakening. All these are signs of awakening. We may feel our heart opening. We may feel like crying. We may have relationships or jobs end or be moving, because it's time for us to come into a better state of alignment with ourselves. And when people pass away, or relationships end, or jobs or careers end, it is facilitating an awakening. Because a lot of times, if we're making lots of money, or we have the good job or the marriage or whatever, and we think everything's great, we don't really check into our spirit, because we're just thinking, oh, okay, I must be doing the right thing because everything's going great. When that starts to fall apart, then that's when the awakening can happen. When we start looking at more than all the outside dressings that are fine. If you want to manifest those, that's fine. But all the outside things that make us think that we have arrived, or that we're successful, we have enough money. And when that starts to, the stock market account is crashing, the healthcare, I don't know if that, when we start asking, okay, what is going on here? Who am I? That's your awakening. And we're all in this together. And we are creating a better world. And I'll talk about that more next week in my Lemuria video. There are many starseeds that are here, spirits that are here helping us. But the most powerful of all is you. You understanding who you are and stopping the programming of fear or shame or control or addictions. All these are addictions: food, pills, arguments, affairs, whatever the addiction, drama, or being, stuck in this illusion, thinking that you're never good enough, or you can never have enough, or that you're depressed, all of that. And so thank you for watching my video. Thank you for signing up for the newsletter. If you're seeing this on the newsletter, I'm here for you. I love you. I'm sending you so much love. And thank you. Thank you for being here on this really lately kind of difficult journey, Earth School. It's also fun and exciting and challenging. And there's a lot of room for growth. Take care. We'll see you soon.